Hi everyone, this is Katrina from Outdoor School Bogong. We're going to look today at a lesson on barefoot walking, which is part of the Nature for Wellbeing series. So what is barefoot walking all about? When did you last take your shoes off when you're outside and just walk or run around on the grass? We're often told to put our shoes on to go outside because our parents or our teachers, rightly so, don't usually want us to injure our feet. But is this always the best way to go about things? Barefoot walking is all about slowing down and taking notice of your surroundings and where you are and just looking with a bit closer attention. And it's also about feeling the benefits of being in contact directly with the earth. Before doing the activity, click on the link below and read through the 7 benefits of barefoot walking on this website. Then you can come back to the PowerPoint presentation. If you just pause it first, go and check that website, and then just come back and resume going through the PowerPoint presentation. So now that we've had a look and a read through those 7 benefits, with that in mind, I want you to carry out this task. Find a place to head outside which has got a natural surface. So if the only place that you've got accessible at the moment is your backyard, then that will do absolutely fine, or your front yard. Otherwise, if you've got a park nearby or a small nature reserve or even a quiet beach, then you could head to one of those locations. And what you're going to do is start by taking your shoes and socks off, then take a very slow, short step forward. Come down gently on the outside of your descending foot and roll it inward slowly until your foot's just above the level of the ground, and then just make light contact with the ground. At this point, your foot should only be slightly touching the ground before you transfer all your weight onto that foot. Check as you're doing that there's no twigs or leaves or sharp things underneath your feet that might hurt you, anything that might make a sound. If not, bring your weight down slowly onto that lead foot. Then you're just going to continue that the same process with each step that you make. Keep your steps short because that allows you to maintain a better balance. So it's a bit like walking Indian style. If you imagine that you're a hunter and you're trying really hard to keep quiet and move slowly so that you don't disturb any animals or birds in the nearby environment, that's kind of what we're trying to achieve. All this time, while you're slowly and gently walking, take in your surroundings, observe the sounds, the smells, the sights of the piece of natural environment that you have chosen. So the whole point of the exercise is to move slowly and with precise steps, and then you're just going to observe what you see, feel, smell and hear. Once you've done the activity, you'll come back to your computer or your piece of paper, your booklet, and I want you to go through some of these reflections and just answer them to the best of your ability. So first of all, can you describe the environment or the area where you chose to do your walk? Use lots of adjectives and describing words. So what was the location? Was it a park which was just down the street from you? Describe what's in that park. Was it your backyard? What's in your backyard? Trees, plants, a veggie garden, a dog. Just give lots of nouns and adjectives to describe that environment. Explain a bit more about the surroundings. So you might say, for example, that it was really shaded, or it was a really damp environment or something like that. What was the main surface you walked on? Grass, dirt or sand, for example. And just a little bit about the weather and the time of day. This helps to give me a bit of a picture of the environment that you're in. How did you feel emotionally and physically before doing the activity, during the activity, and then after the activity? And use as many describing words as you need to answer this. What did you see or notice while you walked? So you can elaborate on this as much as you like. So rather than just listing, ants, twigs, leaves, etc., try and use lots of descriptive words so that gives me a really good impression of what you saw and smelled and heard. And lastly, what do you think are the benefits of doing this activity on your physical health and also on your mental health? Once you've done all those reflections, you can type them up and then forward them back to either your teacher at school or myself as the Bogong teacher through that email that is in the contacts list on the lesson plan that was forwarded out to you. And I look forward to seeing your answers and reflections on the barefoot walking activity. Thanks, everyone.